Good morning student. Today I will teach you about different types of chemical reaction. There are mainly four types of chemical reactions. These reactions are combination reactions, equation 1, point 2, decomposition reaction, displacement and 4, oxidation reaction. First I will teach you about combination reaction. What is combination reaction? First we start combination reaction. Let A and B are two reactants. A and B are two reactants. These two reactants combines to form a single product C. Here A is called first reactant and B is called second reactant and C is the product. Here you can see two reactants involves to forms a single product. So it is called combination reactions. So it is defined as the reaction in which two reactants are combined. So when there are mainly more than two reactants are involved to produce a single product, it is called combination reactions. Let's take another rules. If we add three reactants, first reactants, second reactants, third reactants, and it will also convert into a single product. So it is called combination reactions. In these chemical equations, there are three types of reactants are involved. So in this process, the reactants break down their chemical bonds, and in case of products, a new bond is formed, and that type of bond is produced due to the applied of heat, electrical energy, light, pressure. So due to different type of chemical factors, the reactants break down their bonds, and in case of product, a new bond is formed and a new chemical compound is formed. So it is called combination reactions. So this process is defined as when more than two reactants are involved to produce a single product. It is called combination reactions. Let's we take an example. CaO is called calcium oxide. When reacts with water, H2O, both are combined to form a single product. That product is known as calcium hydroxide, and whose chemical formula is CaOH2. Here two reactants are combined with each other and to form a single product. So this process is called combination process. So in this process, calcium oxide is called quicklime. Calcium oxide is known as quicklime. H2O is a liquid and calcium oxide is also a solid. Calcium hydroxide is called slagged lime. And in this process, a large amount of heat is produced. A large amount of heat is released. That's why this chemical reaction is also known as exothermic reactions. So exothermic reactions is also defined as the chemical reactions in which heat is produced in product side. So this reaction is also called exothermic reactions because a large amount of heat is produced when calcium oxide reacts with water. Let's we take another example. H2 hydrogen gas when combines with oxygen gas O2 and produce a compounds known as H2O, or it is also called water molecules. H2 is a gas, like that oxygen is also a gas and water is a liquid. So here two reactants are involved to produce a single chemical compound, to produce a single product. So it is also called combination process. because in this process two reactants are involved to produce a single product, to produce a single compound. So this reaction is also called combination reactions. Then sulfur, when bonds in presence of oxygen O2, it produces sulfur dioxide. So sulfur is a solid, oxygen is a gas, and sulfur dioxide is a solid. So sulfur, when reacts with oxygen, it produces sulfur dioxide. So it is in this process two reactants are involved to produce a single compounds. When sulfur elements is bond in presence of oxygens, it produces sulfur dioxide. So sulfur and oxygens are two reactants are combinedly to form a single product or to form a single compound, sulfur dioxide, and it is also a combination process or also called combination reactions, because in these reactions two reactants are involved to produce a single compound, sulfur dioxide. Then NH3, it is the chemical formula of ammonia. When NH3 reacts with HCl or hydrochloric acid, it gives rise NH4Cl. It is called ammonium chloride. In this process two reactants are involved to produce a single compounds, to produce a single chemical compounds, or to produce a single product. That's why this process is called combination reactions, because in this process two reactants are involved to produce a single product. It is so also called combination reactions. Let's take another example. Sulfur dioxide SaO2, when react with oxygen O2, it produces sulfur trioxide. It is also in this process two reactants are involved to produce a single product. So it is also called combination reactions. It is also called combination reactions. Let's we know about the another type of chemical reaction, that is called decomposition reactions. In these chemical reactions, a single reactants breaks into two or more products. In this process, let's we take an example. Suppose A is a reactants, and A reactants produces two or more products, B plus C. Here A is called a reactant, B and C are called two product. B is product 1, C is product 2, and A is called a reactant. So it is a total opposite reaction of a combination reactions, because in combination reactions two or more reactants are involved to produce a single product, but in this process a single reactants is involved, or a single reactants breaks into two or more products. So it is called decomposition reactions. In this type of reactions, the chemical bonds of reactants is breakdown, and in case of reactant side a new bond is formed. A new bond is formed in case of B, and another new bond is formed in case of C. So in this type of reactions, this process is mainly occurred in presence of or in applied of heat. When heat is applied to the product, or when light is passed or light is fall on the reactant, two or more products are formed. So it is called decomposition reaction. Example, suppose calcium carbonate. When we applied heat on calcium carbonate, it produces calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Calcium carbonate is in solid state, calcium oxide is in also solid state, and carbon dioxide is released in gaseous state. Calcium carbonate is also called limestone. Calcium carbonate is also called limestone. Calcium oxide is known as quicklime. In this process, large amount of heat is applied upon calcium carbonate solid. So heat is applied or heat is required to produce this type of products. So in this process heat is involved or heat is absorbed. So this process is also known as endothermic chemical reactions, because endothermic chemical reactions is refined as the process in which the heat is absorbed or the heat is required to produce new products. Let's we take another example of a decomposition reaction. Suppose PbNO3 when we applied heat upon it, it produces PbO plus NO2 plus O2. Here PbNO3 it is a reactant, and this reactant is converted into three products: PbO, lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Three products are formed. Here nitrogen dioxide is formed in the form of a reddish brown color. So that lead nitrate, when we applied excess heat upon it, it is converted into three products. One product is lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Here nitrogen dioxide is a gas in the form of reddish brown color, and oxygen is released in this process. So here one reactant is converted into three products. So it is also called decomposition reaction. Let's we take another example. HgCl, it means silver chloride. When sunlight falls upon it, it converted into two products. One is Hg or silver, another is Cl2 or chlorine. Here HgCl, silver chlorides, in the presence of sunlight it is converted into two products, silver and chloride. HgCl, it is fast in the silver color, but when sunlight is incident upon it, here silver is formed, and that silver is in the form of a grey color. So here color is changed from silver to grey. So here one reactant is converted into two products. So it is also called decomposition reaction. Let's we take another example, displacement reaction. Here suppose A is a reactant and suppose BC is a reactant. When two reactants are involved, then they convert into two products, SC and B. Here look that A is a reactant, BC is also a reactant, but when they combine with each other, A took the place of a B. So here B is displaced by A. So here one element or one atom is displaced by other element or other atoms. So here A displaced B. In the product side, B is displaced by A. So it is called displacement reaction, because if A is more reactive, it must displace its less reactive elements. So here A is more reactive and B is less reactive, so that A displaces the elements B, so and it took the place, so it converts into SC plus B. It is called displacement reaction. Let's we take an example. Suppose when ferrum or iron reacts with copper sulfate, it is converted into ferrum sulfate plus copper. Here two reactants are involved and it is converted into two products. Here ferrum and copper sulfate. Here ferrum displaces copper because ferrum or iron is more reactive than copper, so that it took the place of copper and it is converted into ferrum sulfate, and copper is displaced by ferrum. So here ferrum is displaced copper, so it is called displacement reaction because ferrum is more reactive than copper. You know the reactive order. The reactive order, you know about it. First of all, the most reactive elements is potassium. K is highly reactive than other elements. Next sodium, next magnesium, next calcium, next magnesium, next aluminum, next ferrum, lead, hydrogen, copper, hydrogram, next argentinium, next aram or gold, and last is platinum. So it is the order of reactivity. So in this order you can displace the following reactions. Next, so you have to remember all these series. Let's we take another example. When zinc element reacts with copper sulfate, it is converted into zinc sulfate and copper. Here you say zinc is more reactive than copper, so it displaces copper and it is took the place of copper, and the product side it is converted into zinc sulfate. So copper sulfate is converted into zinc sulfate because zinc is more reactive. Look here, zinc is more reactive than copper, so that ZnSO4 is formed because zinc is more reactive than copper. Here ZnSO4 is an aqueous solution. Copper is present in the form of solid, zinc in the solid form, and copper sulfate is an aqueous solution form. So the copper which is formed, its color will be changed. It is in black color. So it is also the example of a displacement reaction. Let's we take another example. Pb or plumbum or lead, it is in the solid form. When it reacts with the cuprous chloride, it is converted into lead chloride in aqueous form and copper in solid form. Here Pb or lead, it is more reactive than copper, so it is a displaced copper, and the copper chloride is converted into lead chloride. It is in the aqueous form. So it is the example of a displacement reaction. Let's we take another example. Zinc, when zinc is react with dilute hydrochloric acid, it is converted into zinc chloride plus hydrogen. Here hydrogen is less reactive than zinc, so zinc displaces hydrogen and it is formed zinc chloride.